the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. And tonight, two offenses that like to score in the post. Shaq, defensively, how do you counteract that?
Two types of denying. Deny the position and deny the entry pass.
Yes.
Sounds like you're in a state of denial.
I deny everything you just said.
Is it just me? I thought that was funny.
But you know what the other thing you could do, Shaq? If you pressure the passer, what it does is then it allows the defender to have more time to get around on the defensive and provide.
You're lucky I didn't guard you in your career.
Oh, I would have went right by you.
You're lucky.
I would have hoped you pressured me.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. It's time for the tip.
The crowd is assembled here at the FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis, Tennessee, looking for a Grizzlies victory. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And this is a one-and-done trip for Dallas before going back to their Mavericks fans. And, of course, Porzingis. This is first game in his new Dallas Mavericks uniform.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kev. Well, Rick Carlisle is a coaching graybeard. He's entering his second decade as coach of the Mavericks. He led them to the franchise's first and only title in 2011. Now, Eric Spoelstra lost that series to Carlisle, and he says of him, he's a Hall of Famer, a trailblazer as president of the Coaches Association. We all owe him a great deal. Kevin?
He is a legend. Thank you, D.A. Well, squaring off Doris in the middle, a couple of very talented big men. Talk about how the center position continues to evolve in this league.
Right, gone are the days where the five-man is just a defensive player and a rebounder, somebody who is nothing more than a rim protector. Increasingly in today's NBA, Kevin, that position is a skill position, and by that I mean the center can handle the basketball. You can run your offense through the center position, very much the way the Celtics do with Al Horford. And if you can shoot the long-range shot, you can shoot that three-point shot, that much better for your team.
And it's interesting, Doris, the way the big men now, they go out on the perimeter and they're guarding guards. They're defending guards way outside and out of the lane.
Great point, Kev. It works on both ends of the floor.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Barnes at the 3 with Dirk at the 4. Doncic out there with Lee, and it's Porzingis in at the 5. Now here's Barnes.
And though some were skeptical of the contract Harrison Barnes signed, he's lived up to it. Not an elite player yet, but is emerging on a franchise caliber level and continues to improve and is strong and consistent really on both ends of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
The 7th overall selection back in 2012. Barnes was taken 1 pick after Dame Lillard. 2 picks before Andre Drummond. Incredible draft class.
Barnes hits them both. Conley with it. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Greg, with Barnes, beyond what he does on the floor, he does everything right off the floor.
Yeah, I mean, this organization just loves his intangibles and demeanor as a leader. Incredible work ethic that allows him to keep refining his game. Still very young and is growing into the player this team hoped he'd be.
Doncic kicks to Nowitzki. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Here's Gasol. Mavericks with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Here's Conley. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Conley finds Gasol. Over Porzingis. The shot's good from Gasol.
Wow, hats off to him for making that one. You can't find a much tougher shot than that.
On the wing, Lee, guarded by Holiday. Out to Lee. And the three ball is good. Lee's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, just no reason Lee should be left to shoot open shots from there. He's a remarkable long-distance shooter.
Conley scanning the floor. To the inside. Here's Gasol. Porzingis with the block. Tipped away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Knocks it loose. And so here is Dallas. Here's Lee. The rebound by Holiday.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Conley's shot is off. Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. That's good from Nowitzki on the assist by Lee.
Well, incredible looking shot down in the paint. Nowitzki making it look so easy right now.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Gasol passes to Anderson. Outside Conley. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Memphis no good. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Jackson in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now here's Doncic. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
How about that continuation? Dirk leaving nothing on the table.
You know what, Greg? There may not be a more likable superstar in the NBA than Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, everyone loves Nowitzki.
And a large part of that is just Dirk plays the game with a smile on his face, it seems, at all times. His play style is one that is hard to root against, having so much skill in the body of a 7-footer. And it's one thing to be respected by everybody. It's another to be loved by everyone in that regard. And Dirk's, he's one of a kind.
There are certain stars in the NBA that are identifiable with their one and only franchise, and that's Dirk Nowitzki, who is synonymous with the Mavs organization. So rare to see a living legend play in person.
Porzingis with the steal.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Nobody near Barnes. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, Courtney Lee has the kind of vertical that can have him make an impact on the glass, and he does so there.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Conley kicks to Gasol. They get a hand on it, and Memphis turns it over again. And Doris, for Dirk Nowitzki, he has done so much for this team beyond, just leading them on the court for so many seasons.
But how about, Kev, how rare it is for one player to stick with the same organization over 20 years. Of course, he led the team to their only title. This guy has been with the Mavs through thick and thin, and the reverse is true as well.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Gasol dishes to Conley. Back to Gasol. Outside Conley. 4 on the shot clock. Over Doncic. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 5.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Now Doncic still looking for his first bucket in this one. That's short off the rim. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And Holiday kicks to Jackson. Feeds it to Gasol. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Dallas moving it around. Baseline try. That shot misses. And Memphis the other way now, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
Now here's Barnes. Following the miss by Michael Conley. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Kristaps Porzingis, standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
Brooks checked in for Marc Gasol.
One shot.
And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5.
Brooks with the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Dallas leading by 6. Now here's Doncic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Good on the bucket.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Now here is Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Dallas also making a switch. J.J. Barea checked in for Lee. Now here's Jackson. 17 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Caspi, he's checked in for Jackson. Temple comes in for Anderson. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Mike Conley. Then for the Mavericks, Mejri, he's checked in for Nowitzki. And it's Burke in for Doncic. You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
Mavericks leading by 9. Barea finds Porzingis. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And it's 7 points for Porzingis.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes it to Matt. Pass to Green. No good with the triple. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Porzingis. Nice D from Brooks.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Buries it from three-point range. Brooks has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Memphis.
You hope that's a wake-up call for the defense, boys, because you give them that clean a look and it's over.
And here's Barea. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Porzingis kicks to Barea. Here's Burke. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
It's tipped. Here is Barea. Here's Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
There's a seriousness about Harrison Barnes and the way he approaches his improvement as an NBA player. This guy had to work on being able to create his own shot, which led to that increased scoring after joining Dallas. I think the next step is probably, can you create for others and make them better?
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And for Barnes, the improvements aren't limited, Doris, to his offensive game.
Well, think back to a year ago, Kevin. He had career numbers in terms of his rebounding productivity. It had been a knock on him in the past. But let's give his work ethic in the offseason credit. This guy added a new wrinkle to his game.
Barnes hits them both. For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement. And you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders, to me, to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Brooks, the pass to Temple. Back to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Basket, good. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Barea finds Barnes. Inside. Measure misses. And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 8-point game. And good that time.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Bounce pass Barea. Burke, the pass to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's called initiating the action, taking it right to the rack. I'll tell you, the talent is there. It's really for Harrison Barnes just trying to become more consistent.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Here's Mack. Porzingis with the block, and they're able to recover. The feed to Casper. Buries it down low.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
Mavericks leading by 6. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. Burke kicks to measure it. Back to Burke. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Burke's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Memphis has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Now here's Matt, guarded by Barea. Caspi dishes to Brooks. Back to Caspi. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Temple can't get it to go. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Barea. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Mack looking around. They get a hand on it. Brooks with it. Over Barnes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
I'll tell you, solid defender, right? He can cover multiple spots. Barnes active getting up into that shooter.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Mavericks lead by 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
They have smothered every opportunity, it feels like. The other team has got to be nervous on field goal attempts.
They've got Brooks. Garrett Temple is out there with Shelvin Mack. Then it's JaMychal Green, and it's Caspi in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 12. The Dallas Mavericks last season could not have been more disappointing, Doris.
Well, you think about management for this organization, Kevin. They had tried to avoid a rebuild. But at some point, every franchise probably has to go through it. And one of the things you must have in a rebuild is patience.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Now here's Matt. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Matt finds Temple. Now Casper. Burke covering. From deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Jermichael Green. Jackson comes in for Caspi. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And it's Conley in for Mack. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Mejri. Lee comes in for Trey Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Here's Doncic following the basket by Marc Gasol. Barnes outside. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Dillon Brooks. Dallas moving the ball around. Now here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Again, the Mavericks score.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
Anderson outside. He feeds it to Conley. Outside Holiday. Let's go. But they get it back. Gasol kicks to Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his third foul so far. Second shot opportunity. Conley's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 14. Now the pass to Powell. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Marc Gasol. Doris, who are some of the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on? They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy, something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate in triple overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Boogie Cousins went down? A man who for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those three men, Kev.
Endless energy. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Green's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
I think Powell is an exciting prospect, has a phenomenal understanding of the game. I think he'll make big improvements with time.
Here's Jackson. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Shoots over Powell. Jackson misses. Mavericks leading by 15. Barnes outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, explosive inside. When playing with a high energy level, Barnes earning himself a trip to the free throw line.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Here's Holiday. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Holiday's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Doncic passes to Barnes. Kleber kicks to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Kleber with the bucket.
And you got to respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Now here's Jackson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far. Mavericks leading by 14. Doncic kicks to Barnes. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Barnes has got 18 points. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. To the wing on the left. The wide open look here for Holiday. Hits the three-point bomb.
Guys, listen, the defense was totally invisible on that three-point attempt. Nobody even in his zip code.
Lee outside. He dishes it to Powell. Over Green. The shot by Powell, no good. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Golden State.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Well, that was an absolute beatdown, and you hope that they learn and move on from it.
It's good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Memphis. Down by 15. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Let's remember, Courtney Lee has been in the league a long time, actually played in an NBA Finals. This guy has been able to score and defend regardless of where he's been.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Powell. And Barea subbed in for Doncic. Holiday against Lee. And Holiday kicks to Conley. Outside Jackson. Barnes against Anderson. That one a little long. Doris, you're talking about Lee. It's a shooter's league. Why has he been dealt, you think, so many times?
You know, it's an interesting situation. He's never going to be a star, but that doesn't mean he isn't valuable. And teams are willing to trade for him as part of a bigger package. Give him credit. The guy's been a pro. He never complains.
They get the rebound. Here's Green. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Barea. Pass to Kleber. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Conley. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Barea finds Lee. To the paint, Nowitzki. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Nowitzki's got 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Dallas. Now Conley. 14 points from him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
Here's Barea. The Grizzlies making the shot. Passes it to Lee. Pass to Kleber. No good on the shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 11. On the wing, Green. Outside Holiday. Mavericks with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And it's Memphis on the break. Conley's running. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Burke comes in for Harrison Barnes. On defense, the Mavericks. Green kicks to Conley. Memphis moving it around. Left side, Anderson. Outside for Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Dallas again turning it over. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare. Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Yours for a couple teams that had high hopes coming out of the gate. Frustration starting to build, and you can even sense it with the fans. They're getting a little bit nervous here.
And this is the critical stage where when you've gotten out of the gate slowly, it's your leadership that has to step up. They've got to have a strong voice in the locker room, not overreact to mounting frustrations, and just calm the nerves of the young players. It's important to keep your unity in tough times.
What do the coaches always say? Don't let go of the rope. Everybody's got to pull in the right direction, same direction. Don't let go of the rope.
Great point, Kev.
The Mavericks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Nowitzki.
I don't know how you couldn't admire the love and passion Nowitzki has for the game. This guy's a terrific teammate who just continues to get it done.
Both free throws good from Nowitzki.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Burke, the pass to Barea. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
And this is what you have to love about J.J. Barea. Just absolutely fearless and always plays 100% out. That's nice.
And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years. Has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. It just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And with Barea and what he brings to the table, Greg, he also takes care of the ball.
A lot of guards who are bench threats can get a little sloppy or careless with the ball. And Barea has been upping his assists and cutting his turnovers the last few seasons, still finding ways to be effective even after a decade in the league.
And both free throws good for Barea.
And you never doubt this guy's enthusiasm or his love for the game of basketball. To me, it's what makes Barea the kind of guy you root for.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 10. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Lee. Caspi with the bucket.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Burke kicks to Lee. Outside for Barea. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Barea's got 8 points.
Well, you love that Courtney Lee, a tremendous shooter, is willing to give it up when he sees a guy open. That's good stuff.
There's the lob to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Burke. Right side, Lee. There's the 3. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Caspi. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. And Mack kicks to Conley. Back to Mack. It's Brooks on the wing. Jackson finds Mack. Here's Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Shelvin Mack.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Correa, the pass to Nowitzki. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out to Conley. Fires the 3. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
And he'll keep the D honest with his three-point shooting. And when Conley's got that shot falling, it makes him much more effective as an all-around point guard.
Brooks with no one around. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Barea. 8 points for him. Feeds it to Lee. Stolen by Michael Conley. And Caspi kicks to Mack. Outside Conley. There's the pass to Caspi. The baseline J off the mark. Harrison Barnes getting it done for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a big first half for you offensively. How did you get loose?
My teammates just been finding me. I've just been trying to just run hard, make good backdoor cuts, run in transition, and give me good looks.
You have not stopped moving at all, and it's led to good results. Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Harrison Barnes led the way in the first half. He had 18 points and 1 assist. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We're back with you here in Memphis, Tennessee. A gorgeous look at the skyline here in the birthplace of rock and roll. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Barnes at the 3 with Dirk at the 4. Trey Burke is out there with Lee. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low.
Boy, the shot mechanics are just beautiful to watch. Kristaps Porzingis, you cannot give him space.
Now here is Conley. 3 for Caspi. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist here tonight.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here is Burke. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Burke. 6 to shoot. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And stolen by Barnes. Grizzlies with the rebound. Anderson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 7 points.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
To the middle. Porzingis can't hit.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
Outside Jackson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Inside. Stolen by Anderson. A solo fast break for the lead. Good on the shot. Caspi's got the lead up to 1 now for Memphis.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Now here's Burke. Over by Conley. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And one thing Rick Carlisle is known for is his accountability.
Right, and that extends to himself as much as it does the players who play for him. Listen, if this guy makes the wrong play call, he is going to make sure you know about that. And I think that's an approach you see from the top down in this organization.
Burke looking over the floor. Outside, Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. No question, Porzingis is a tremendous talent, Doris. We've seen that, but he continues to struggle some as a rebounder.
I think automatically you see a 7'3" guy and you say, okay, that's 10 rebounds. But the reality is Porzingis has been more of a face-up, good athlete, attack the rim. He can get to the glass, and I think you'll see more of that in the future.
Marc Gasol is checked in for Memphis. Then for the Mavericks, Mejri comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Back to Conley. Over to the wing. Gasol dishes to Anderson. Clock at 4. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you watch Kyle Anderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense. And wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
Now, here's Doncic. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Lee, left side. Here's Porzingis. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team and wants players to try and shoot over him so he can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and doesn't get around it.
Here is Conley, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And here's Holiday, following Porzingis' 3. Conley up top. He's got 10. Anderson against Barnes. Anderson can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Jackson against Porzingis. Doncic. Count it. Good. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Conley. Conley's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Doncic kicks to Barnes. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Jackson. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Justin Holiday. Dallas also making some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Barea subbed in for Lee. Barea, the pass to Doncic. Back to Barea. Pass to Mejri. 5 to shoot. The fader. Grizzlies with the rebound.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Conley into the lane. The kick out to Anderson. Mejri with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Powell. Passes it to Mejri, and Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Shelvin Mack comes in for Michael Conley. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Barea. He's covered closely, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Powell, that's good.
Now, this is an evolving aspect of Dwight Powell's game, getting comfortable in the catch and shoot from just about anywhere.
Mack finds Gasol, and there's the call on Mejri. That's his 1st foul. Outside, Green. Pass to Mack. Here's Temple, guarded by Barea.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
Kleber, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. So many aspects go into developing Doris, a winning team, coaching players, all the front office moves. How much do you think ownership affects that equation?
Well, I think it's absolutely critical. Leadership starts at the top down. And what kind of organization do you want? What kinds of behaviors will you tolerate? What kinds of things do you emphasize in terms of what you want your culture to be about? And to me, that starts at the top. When you look at the organizations that have great history with sustained success, it starts at the top with ownership.
I like your word culture, though. That makes so much sense. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Temple, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive rules have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Got a piece of it.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
Here's Doncic. Here's Kleba. Over in the corner, Doncic. They grab their own miss. Kleba, the pass to Mejri. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Mavericks lead by 7. Here's Temple. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Now here's Matt, guarded by Barea. Clock at 6. Gasol's shot is good.
I'll tell you, they're willing to give him that shot, and he takes advantage of it.
Dallas leading by 4. Barea with it. 8 points for him. This is to Powell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
To the inside, Doncic. Mack grabs the miss. Grizzlies have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the 3rd. Some pretty nice work. Here's Brooks. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 5th rebound in this one. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Barea. Barea's got 6 assists here tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Now Mack, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game, over Barea. Mack, no luck.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Doncic kicks to Powell. Down low, reverses, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the Summer League as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Nowitzki's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, it gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his 3-ball shooting and his passing, really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
Mavericks leading by 6. Barea surveying the floor. Powell dishes to Nowitzki. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, what low post skill from Dirk Nowitzki. They enter the ball and he delivers.
To the paint, changes up, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Dallas has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Barea against Anderson. Nowitzki, good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 7th assist in the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now here's Matt. Brooks right side. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kleba, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Now the pass to Matt. It's stolen by Barea. And the shot is good from Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Anderson outside. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Cleveland, no good. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. Justin Holiday's checked in for Mack. And Dallas also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. Second free throw, no good.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Barea. He's got 8. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Barnes. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 8th assist here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Gasol, no good. Mavericks leading by 13. 16 seconds left in the third. Barea against Holiday. From down in the low post, it goes. And that's 21 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Now, this is the full display of the scoring ability of Dirk Nowitzki, one of the most versatile offensive players ever.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, we're doing a good job of keeping our bodies on their bodies down there. Let's take them all away. Let's take them all away. And when we get it, let's run. Let's run. Let's get out.
Well, Greg, you can tell he's appreciating the hustle on the glass, loving, absolutely loving the effort.
Not wanting to waste any time after grabbing rebounds. Coach Carlisle wants his team to push the pace.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, Brooks is out there with Anderson. Then it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Conley. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Gasol. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
One shot.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Lee comes in for J.J. Barea. And Dylan Brooks, the former Pac-12 Player of the Year. Greg with a great start to his career.
Yeah, I was shocked that Brooks ended up going 45th overall in that 2017 draft. He just plays within himself, but still is aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. It looks like he'll be a strong scoring option for the team as he continues to develop.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Memphis. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Conley, and Holiday kicks to Jackson. Doncic with the steal. On the wing, Lee. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's 17 points for Marc Gasol.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
They regrouped, they worked out some of their frustrations, and now we're seeing them have some fun.
To the inside, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 21.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
Conley kicks to Holiday. Memphis moving it around. Out to the wing. Lee with the steal. One-on-one here. Fires from 14. Porzingis can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Conley finds Gasol. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Gasol's got 15 points in just the second half.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
And the Mavericks call time here. And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He's obviously pretty happy. He said, I know they're not going to take us lightly next time. He knew what the deal was with that underdog role coming into the game.
Thanks, David. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And Holiday kicks to Jackson. Back to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Inside, here's Nowitzki. Right through the D for the layup. Nowitzki's got 25 points in the game.
Kristaps Porzingis is a fundamentally sound basketball player. He has great understanding for when to shoot and when to pass.
Conley kicks to Brooks. Jacks up a three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
And here is Lee. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. One more and he's done.
Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 5th foul. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Conley kicks to Gasol. And here's Brooks from outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for it.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
Back to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The 19-foot shot. Dallas again missing.
Boy, the mid-range becomes slightly more difficult when the defense is as active as they are there.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's now only a 1-point Maverick lead.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Conley kicks to Holiday. To take the lead. Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Conley, the pass to Holiday. Now here's Conley. Here's Gasol. And that one hits back iron. Dallas leading by 3. Doncic kicks to Porzingis over Gasol. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Gasol. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And Memphis making a change here. Green's checked in. First free throw is good.
And every year it seems to me Kristaps Porzingis willing to take on more and more responsibility. There is a process to becoming a better leader, and Kristaps Porzingis is right in the middle of it.
Good on both.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Conley kicks to Green. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jackson. Both free throws good from Jackson. Here's Doncic. Nowitzki outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
I'll tell you, that's the killer instinct you need to have. You love the attacking mentality near the cup.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And a wide open look for Lee. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Remarkable speed by Lee. Really gets a shot up quickly.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Conley kicks to Green. Back to Conley. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. Lee against Holiday. Now here's Lee, guarded closely. Pass to Porzingis. From deep. That one doesn't drop. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Holiday. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists in the game. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket to tie it up. And Holiday with the lay-in. Good. Holiday's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
Right, they're making it easy for the opposition. You can't afford to cough the ball up like that.
Doncic passes to Barnes. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, this is not a guy who draws a ton of fouls, but Barnes baits the defender that time.
It's good from Barnes. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Noah comes in for Jermichael Green, and it's Anderson in for Brooks. Barnes hits them both. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. A 2-point game. Outside Jackson. Doncic with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Here's Nowitzki. Got it. Good job in the low post. Nowitzki's got 6 points in the quarter. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Outside for Jackson. But they recover it. Holiday finds Noah. Here's Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good that time. Mavericks leading by 4. The feed to Nowitzki. Here's Lee. No good. Good D by Holiday. And so here's Memphis. To the middle. Porzingis with the block. And he's able to get it back. Anderson against Barnes. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Nowitzki's shot is no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Over in the corner, Conley. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Holiday. Over Lee. The Grizzlies with another miss. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Nowitzki for 3. Drills it from outside. Nowitzki's got 30.
Dirk is simply amazing. Fighting through defenders, draining jumpers left and right.
Conley kicks to Holiday. 1:36 left in the fourth.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Yvonne Rabs checked in for Noah. Both free throws good from Holiday.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And he banks in the layup. Porzingis has got 16 points here in the second half.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Outside Conley. Shoots over Doncic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And 12 points for Conley.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
It's baffling that he's someone they'd leave alone in that situation. You can get away with that early in the game, maybe, but not now.
I'll tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Green, he's checked in for Memphis. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They trail by 7. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
On the wing, Lee, guarded by Holiday. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 9. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Got that one up quick.
The quick hitter from three-point range off the inbound play. They ran that set perfectly.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, it's not looking good at this point.
You know, it just doesn't seem like they have enough time to get back into this one, and it has to be disappointing.
Knocks down the 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Oh, yeah, he knows what those free throws mean, right? That takes away any chance of a last-minute comeback.
Green finds Holiday. Knocks down the trifecta. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. KP, balanced offensive effort tonight. What did you like about how you played?
I think we played as a team. We shared the ball, and it was a team effort today. And everybody was involved. Everybody was playing good offensively, and that's why we were able to come up with a win.
Really looking good at both ends tonight, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.